Hello, everyone. I am Elise Coulter. I am sitting down with Doug Mann, a.k.a. the Tiger from Dyer, Garofalo, Mann Schultz. You probably recognize his face, of course. You've been around, 36 years now?
Don't mention how long it's been. Yes, it has been a long time.
Yeah, but it's great, though, because you know the area, right? You know Dayton, and you lived here as a kid.
Yeah, I was born in Dayton, and family members are everywhere. I eventually moved to Cleveland, then went to Bowling Green for undergrad, Toledo for law school, but came back to Dayton in 1986.
Yeah.
So I've been in Dayton for a long time, and I love Dayton. So.
Yeah, it's a great community.
It is.
It's a wonderful. I've been here 15 years, and I don't want to ever leave. It's amazing.
Okay, so it's a deal. We got to stay here forever.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're stuck with each other, I think, is what you're saying to me.
In a good way.
In a good way.
Yeah.
So today we want to talk about, when to call an attorney, when you should know to call an attorney. And I think, one of the questions I have is, what's the biggest mistake that people make when they call an attorney, you think?
Well, the biggest mistake is when people don't call an attorney, because you need to know your rights.
Yeah.
And unless you've been through 10 accidents or law school yourself, you're not going to know your rights. So it's important to call, get a free consultation. We're available to give advice, help you out, and we work on what's called a contingency fee arrangement. So, if you called our office and we said, oh, it's going to be $1,000 an hour and we can't guarantee anything, well, that'd be tough. No one could hire an attorney.
Right. You
call us, we're on a 1/3. We stayed at 1/3 all the way from 1986 to now. And most attorneys go to 45%, but we stay at a third. And that way we have to win the case in order to get paid ourselves.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win, and it's a way people can afford an attorney. So that's why it works out really nicely.
When you say that, you have to win the case in order to get paid. So if you don't win...
Oh, we lose. We don't have there's no attorney fee. We write off the cost, and we don't like losing. Don't get me wrong. And in fact, we
you
win a lot.
You wouldn't have been in existence for 36 years if you liked losing.
Exactly. But that way people can get a good attorney like our firm.
Yeah.
And at the end, they walk away. They have money. The bills get paid, and our bill gets paid, and move on, and everybody's treated fairly.
And what do you think do you think being here for so long kind of gives you an edge up on maybe some of those other guys out there? I mean, do you think that helps with knowing?
By all means. We know the courts, we know the
Yeah.
systems. We've been doing this in this area and also in Indiana and Kentucky for 36 years. And I personally have been an attorney I was just thinking about this, 42 years.
Wow.
That sounds pretty old,
Yeah.
but it's not. I feel good, ready to keep helping people. And here lately, all these national law firms are coming into Ohio.
Yeah.
And they're saying, here, we'll take your case. Then they're in Florida or they're in Pennsylvania. It's like, I don't know how they're going to help you in your local courts and your local roads and your local doctors. We know them all. We've done this a long time. So that's why I feel really confident that we are the hometown attorneys.
Yeah.
Call us if you're ever in an accident, you're ever injured, and that could be car accidents, dog bites, slip and falls, med mal, workers' comp, Social Security disability.
Yeah.
We do it all, and it's all about helping the individual.
Why do you think people put off calling an attorney?
That's a good question. I think, again, the insurance companies try to convince you not to call an attorney. So that's one, if you listen to the insurance company. Maybe just being scared, never dealing with an attorney before in your life, because, a lot of people haven't dealt with attorneys. But, we're a friendly attorney that's there to help you. So I'm not going to say every attorney is great out there. I know I'm very proud of our firm, what we do for the community, what we give back to the community. We're very involved with charities, Flock for Love of Children. We've supported them for over 35 years. And it's all about giving back. So it's a win-win for me, taking care of people and giving back to the community.
Yeah. It's interesting because I do think people may be put off because they've talked to the insurance company and they say, oh, don't worry about it. We'll take care of you. We'll do it quickly. But maybe they put off because they don't know how injured they are until later. And then they think it's too, is there a waiting period? Can you wait too long?
Oh, you can definitely wait too long.
Oh.
In Ohio, there's a 2-year statute of limitations.
Okay.
So you get an accident, you got 2 years to either settle your case or file a lawsuit. We have people coming in a year and 10 months after the accident going, oh, we trusted the insurance company. We gave them all our information. We've waited, and now they made this low ball, horrible offer to sell our case. Please help us. Now, it's very difficult to dig somebody out of a hole. We will try, but if we are involved from the day one, the case will be in a much better position for a fair settlement if we handle everything from the start to the end.
Now, a lot of people think they have to have a conversation with the insurance company. Is that true? Do you have to talk to them?
Not at all.
Yeah.
Your own insurance company, it's fine to talk to your own insurance company. But even there, we like to be there with you if you have to give a recorded statement on how the accident happened, how it affected you personally or your family members, what their injuries are. We like to be there so there's no questions asked. It's straightforward, and you don't slip up saying the wrong thing.
Now, what happens if there was nobody cited at the accident scene? Is that an opportunity for them to call an attorney? I mean, should they call an attorney if nobody was cited? I mean,
By all means. If you're hurt and you got damage to your car and you're hurt, but you call us. I mean, a lot of accidents happen on private property, so it's not like they're all on the highway. And so that happens a lot where there's no one cited. But we still get out there and bring our accident reconstructionists, figure out who's at fault, talk to the witnesses. And, again, if you didn't do anything wrong and you got injured, we'll take care of you. And that's what we'll prove.
And if there are witnesses to your accident, are you allowed to approach them and ask for their information, or should you let police handle that?
Well, you hope the police do a good job.
Yeah.
And I'm not trashing the police.
No,
It's just they're very busy, and sometimes witnesses get missed, and we have to go back out to the scene and look over security cameras and try to figure out who's who and who was there. But if you have witnesses, generally will sit there and give you their name and a phone number, and then we'll follow up and get their statements.
Okay. And I think obviously we touched upon this earlier, but again, like if you don't win the case, you don't make any money off of it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think that's really important for people to understand.
It is. And we explain that right away.
Yeah.
And, again, call us. Any questions you have along the way, we're there. We're very client service oriented, always have been, always will be. In fact, we've done the independent research after our cases are closed. We have a 97% client satisfaction rate, which most attorneys have a 40%. So
Right.
we're very proud of that. I mean, you can't make everybody happy, but, we do a great
You do a
job,
great job.
to
Yeah.
get that rate. And I'm very proud of it. So.
Yeah, absolutely. As you should be. So for sure.